Speech 101, Tony and Tillman, 2014. What is the concept of prayer and why is it necessary? This is from a Christian perspective. What is the concept of prayer and why is it necessary? I guess many of you would say, why did this woman pick this topic? This is so controversial. And if I wanted to hear a sermon, I would have went to church. Well, controversy it is because I have been known to be a bit of a drama queen. That's why I picked this topic. And as far as church, I don't like being preached at. So let's just consider this a message of a new perspective without the famous statement of, and the Lord said, or even consider this a view of an inner sense of appeal. Okay, would that be fair? Okay, have you ever had a feeling that was so pondering inside of you, which was afraid to share it because you didn't want to be judged? If your answer was yes, then let me ask you another question. Have you ever wished that you could just throw those feelings away to someone due to your disparities that can just hear it without you even saying a word? Whoosh! Well, what if I could tell you that your disparities can be heard, even your screams inside, through a positive element of energy of concern, and that would be through the concept and actions of prayer? Well, there's a few components I would like to share with you. You can learn how to understand the essentials, how prayers works, and its outcome. Let's take a look while I convey this epiphany. Prayer is not religion. It is a way of life. Acknowledge the power of prayer, appreciate the outcome, and even if you don't understand, make prayer make sense to you. God already knows what you need before you ask for it, but prayer is for your good and not God's. Because it's a way to communicate, even if sometimes you think he doesn't hear you, he's working things out for your benefit. Many people do not see the importance of prayer unless it's a sense of urgency or due to circumstances. And they normally expect immediate results. Oh, God, help me! Well, what if I can tell you that I'm here today to challenge you to take advantage of God's attributes through the mechanisms of prayer? What should we be praying for? We should be praying for everyone else other than ourselves because God already knows what we need before we ask for it. Prayer is a level of communication, and we should come to him in humbleness and thanksgiving with worthiness. And what can prayer change? Prayer can change everything. Even the things that we wouldn't even think about, because as long as we're not praying with a negative connotation, it will be heard. However, it will not be answered in the way that we expect it to be. Let me give you an example. My daughter did not want me to take my grandson to a praying, healing revival because she didn't want a lot of people laying hands on him, and I had to respect that. However, I did pray because I wanted my grandson to be a part of the service. The irony is that Friday, my daughter had to leave me with the grandson. So I was able to watch him, turn on the streamer. I wasn't able to go to the service, and we watched the service on the streamer. I was able to lay hands on him directly, and when she came in, she saw us praying, and we both got what we received out of the service. Now, let me tell you this. You should understand that prayer's remedies are conclusive, but it must be followed under certain protocol. Understand the level of belief of faith for what has been requested, and within those specific guidelines, in order for your prayers to be answered, you can have faith on the wrong things for the wrong reasons, and then those prayers and questions will not be answered or worked out because it's not for your benefit. Because prayer is used as a tool of communication. You can learn through practicing certain guidelines, and prayer is not habitual. But understand this power, and you will learn to know how to use it because it's something that God has for you. And even take more prayer and concerns through the expectations for your benefit.